class, and welcome to Horror 101 and Professor Macabro's Halloween Marathon. We're up to day 22. Yes, I actually checked before recording this. Up to day 22. We're getting closer to All Hallows Eve. But today, class, instead of sharing with you a tale of terror, today I wanted to give tribute to my beautiful Mistress of the Dark, Elvira. Zombie Wasitos here has actually cosplayed as Elvira. And I must say, you really outdid yourself, Zombie Wasitos. Yes, the hair, the makeup, yeah, very, very good cosplay. Bravo, Zombie Wasitos. Bravo. If you're not familiar with Elvira, where have you been? Elvira has been a staple for horror since as long as I can remember, and I've been here a while. I remember back when I was a younger student, Macabro, before I actually became a professor. I might have mentioned this before, of course, but indulge me in sharing my story with our Mistress of the Dark. Now, when I was a student, Macabro, I would get up late at night when everyone else was asleep, turn on the television, and enjoy some late horror movies. Sometimes you would get something cool, sometimes you would get something meh, but sometimes, some very special times, you would get Elvira. Now, Elvira was the hostess with the Mostess, and she would do little segments presenting a often public domain horror movie. But Elvira would do it with comedy and sex appeal, and it would get you to watch the horrible movie just to see those segments, because like I said, they were really funny. I remember laughing at a whole bunch of silly stuff that Elvira had, because Elvira has a very, very interesting combination of humor, of, a dark sense of humor sometimes, and sexiness. Because Elvira, you are, even to this day, you are still one goth hottie. Yes, I have very fond memories of Elvira, staying late at night and watching those segments with her. She made me enjoy really bad horror movies. While I do enjoy the classic horror movies that everyone else enjoys, I can sit down and watch a really bad horror movie and laugh. Laugh at it, just like I did when watching Elvira. Of course, Elvira was not only limited to a horror hostess. She actually had 2 movies done. Unfortunately, those movies have been really hard to hunt for. I have, as of today, yet to been able to find one of Elvira's horror movies. The first one that she released was Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. She takes her own character. It's Elvira portraying Elvira, and, she's still a horror hostess, but she receives a letter about an inheritance that she has just gotten. So Elvira goes to this really, really faraway town where everyone's like, "Oh, very nice and proper," and "Oh dear, that's Elvira with her, no, this cannot stand." So they pretty much want to railroad Elvira, but Elvira is nice. She's cool. Yes, she has a very dark sense of humor, and she likes to strut her stuff, but she's relatively a nice person. I have a cup of coffee with her. But everyone, thinks she's a witch, even though she's a horror hostess. But turns out that she is able to get magical powers because of a ring that she inherited. So the whole thing revolves around Elvira trying to deal with this mystical stuff that she's been introduced to, as well as trying to survive from the overzealous townspeople that want to burn her at the stake. Which, actually, they do try. Very, very fun. A lot of people might not enjoy it. They might think it's too lowbrow for them. But if you grew up with Elvira, you know the kind of humor that you're in for. And if you like that, you'll love Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. But good luck finding the movie. I have yet to been able to add it to the vault. But then she released another movie, Elvira's Haunted Hills. It has a very, and it made for a very, very memorable gif where she's trying to escape through, these bars that are chained up, and she uses her talents to bust out from the gates. You just look it up. Look Elvira Haunted Hills scene, and you'll know what I mean. It's a very, very good movie, but that one, unfortunately, I've only seen once, so the memory is not as good as it used to be. I don't really remember exactly what happened in that movie. But Elvira is still part of the horror scene. She still produces Elvira's TV show, still producing her funny content while showcasing cheesy, B, even sometimes C great movies. But I won't complain. Her humor is still spot on, and she is still my lovely Mistress of the Dark. Also, she still has appearances in Knott's Berry Farm during Halloween. She has a musical thing. Oddly enough, the same musical that she ends up doing at the end of the first movie. So yeah, even that keeps going on. So she still is active there. She had a reality show a couple of years ago where she was trying to find the next Elvira. Because although there's only one Elvira, she was looking for someone to help her out during her public appearances and so on. But of course, I only know of the original Elvira. I have no idea what happened to the winner of that contest. And to celebrate her long, illustrious career in the horror scene, she released a book of memoirs, pictures, interviews, and the like. I actually want to buy that book because in interviews, Elvira seems very interesting, and the whole process of how Elvira came to be and everything that she has done is very interesting to me to follow. So I am also hunting for Elvira's book. But you see Elvira in a great many things. She's a very popular costume. A lot of people like dressing up as Elvira. And she actually gets bundled up with the three other goth images of Halloween. I forget her name, but Morticia Adams is one that pops up when people say about Elvira. They, for some reason, get them confused, but as you can see, this is Elvira, and Morticia is a bit more reserved in her wardrobe. Also, people bring up, and I really don't remember her name, the vampire lady from the Monsters. But nothing there. I do bundle the whole goth image more closer to the vampire chick in Plan 9 from Outer Space. She resembles more the prototype of Elvira, but Elvira, with her sense of humor, her valley girl lingo, and her macabre look, stands out as his own. Out of all of those that I mentioned, my favorite will always be Elvira. Now, what she has differed through the years. I do remember watching online a couple of years ago also a pilot for a TV show. She was going to be a witch in that one. That also, much like in her movie, goes into a little town where things like witchcraft and stuff like that are frowned upon. And if memory serves me right, she was going to co-star with the grandma from Who's the Boss. Unfortunately, that didn't get picked up. It only stayed in the pilot. But I would have watched that. I would have watched the hell out of that. Because it's Elvira. And anything that involves Elvira, you can have my money. Take it. I will watch it, I will enjoy it, and I will laugh and laugh and laugh. Because Elvira truly is an inspiration. When I decided to make these videos, Elvira was a big motivation for me. I wanted to be a host to horror tales just like her. But of course, she's prettier than I am. I mean, I'm no slouch in handsome department, but, compare this mug to this mug, who would you prefer to see? Obviously, Elvira. And I truly hope that Elvira stays with us in the horror scene for many, many, many more years. Talks have always come up about her retiring. I did hear that she is planning to retire the Knott's Berry Farm show because, it's been a while. Elvira has been in the business for at least 30 years. So I can understand her wanting to take it slow. She is still a constant staple in horror conventions. You can always see Elvira taking, pictures with people and giving autographs. So I truly do hope that Elvira is with us for many more years. Because I can't, and I couldn't imagine a world of horror without Elvira. Again, amigositos, well done in the cosplay. Just well done. You got everything right. Almost dropped the camera. There we go. In fact, I'm going to give you a closer look at her. Isn't that something? Well, class, I wanted to give the small tribute to the one and only Elvira. She forged my love for horror. Well, I already had an interest in it. She forged even more. Because of her, I enjoy sitting myself down in the sofa or in bed and watching really bad movies. If I can find entertainment from that, it is because of this beautiful lady. So, if you have no experience with Elvira, YouTube her. There are a lot of interviews and segments of her. While expensive, you can also track down her 2 movies or box sets containing the episodes of Elvira's Movie Macabre. I highly recommend you get acquainted with this beautiful Mistress of the Dark. You can thank me later. Well, class, we're done for today. I hope I have done honor to the great Elvira. And I'll see you, class, tomorrow. Until then, this is Zombie Wasitos as Elvira, who you'll see for the rest of this movie marathon, and myself, Professor Macabro, both wishing you a good evening.